Hey guys, how's it going? It's Breakout Bag Lunch. Today is April 7th, 2026, and I'm glad to announce that today was not only another max profit day, but that maximum profit also led me to passing my Topstep Combine and being able to get this express funded account that you see here. This has to be the fastest that I've ever passed Combine. I did it in 2 days, which is great. I'm just going to focus on the traits that I took and talk about next steps from here in terms of platform trading. Now, I do apologize in advance that you can't see the traits that I took because now, my Combine account is closed. But I'll at least show you the trades that I took to lead me to the profit that I made on the day. As always, we're going to start with higher time frame analysis. Overall, over the past few days, we've kind of been consolidating. We're still above the late March lows. And we do have this area of resistance above around 65.50-ish, 65.60 that I mentioned yesterday, along with this area of support around 65.20 or really, around 6,500 or so. There also wasn't a super strong trend during the pre-market, so I didn't have a strong bias in terms of bullish or bearish momentum. Well, I should say that in a pre-market, at least during the morning session, we did have momentum to the downside. But before that, we were above VWAP. We have momentum to the upside, and then before that, this momentum to the upside, we have momentum to the downside. So not a super clear direction. I will say that perhaps my bias should have been a bit negative, just because in the trading leading up to the market open, we had a more bearish momentum. So during the market open, we had a move a bit lower, a tiny spike back up, and then another leg lower. I went and bought on this retracement back up here. I waited for the close of the candle in this golden pocket area and entered short once I saw the bearish momentum continue. This led me to the first good trade of the day. I took profits a bit below the low that was put in here at 948, and this was a great profit. The second trade that I took was actually a long, and now that I'm looking at this, I'm not sure why I didn't take a long entry here at 1033. This would have also been a good setup. Anyway, we had been continuing this strong move down, but things appeared to be oversold. Just looking at this in terms of the VWAP standard deviation bands, you can't see the bands here because I don't believe Topstep X has this indicator. But once we hit below the second standard deviation band for VWAP to the downside, and then we had this push up, this signaled to me that we had potential upside momentum, at least to the one standard deviation VWAP band. So it took along here, and I didn't quite get to my profit target because the trade was in the green enough for me to end the Combine. I was actually a bit worried because of the consistency rule. My profit ended up being somewhere around 1530 or 1550, and I was thinking that, oh, I need to lose money in order to make my consistency right and be able to pass the combine today. However, when I tried to trade on MES and actually lose money, I was actually making more. At one point, I went $200 over the $1,500 in profit that I had for today, just suffering from success. And suddenly, my combine account was just closed, and I couldn't take any more trades on it. At that point, I passed the combine, I got the email, and I activated my account. Okay, overall, I am happy to be in this new phase. I did have an Express Funding account before. It got blown up for the silliest reason. I'll make sure to avoid that mistake again by not taking payouts too early. I also just want to be cautious because I feel like yesterday and today were very good for me based on the types of setups that I like to take. But I also need to make sure that when the market is not trending very strongly, or when there's a lot of choppy price action, that I can survive those days without losing a ton of money. That's something I really need to work on, and something I have to be aware of, because I don't want to get complacent and overconfident just because I passed the combine. A lot of it, honestly, is luck. All right, in case you're wondering, I went with the standard payout policy instead of the consistency rule one. That's the standard is what I had before, and that's 5 days of $150 or more in profit, compared to 3 days where you have to meet a 40% consistency rule. I just didn't want to bother with the consistency rule, so I went with the standard. I don't think it makes a huge difference at the end of the day if you are profitable. In terms of sizing, I don't know if I'm going to use micros or mini contract for trading. The last time I had this combine, I was using like 3 or 4 micros. I might just use a mini this time, honestly, or at the very least 5 micros. That's something I haven't decided yet. Anyway, that's all I want to mention for today. Again, I'm glad I'm at this new phase and the combine. Hopefully I can share some more exciting content with you all on a variety of subjects related to trading. As always, if you have any comments or suggestions, any sort of feedback, please let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But if not, have a great day, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye now.